Hello, hi. I'm just going to explain to you how the zapa website works. The idea is we work with restaurants who sell three of their top meals to customers. We want to build it as a web application, and then from that web application, we want to use something such as PhoneGap to create native applications for Windows phones, Android, and OS phones. The web app on normal browsers should work with Firefox, Internet Explorer, Safari, and Chrome, all versions up to 2 years ago. Okay, so let me just quickly describe this to you. So the way we display our meals is this way. There's an image of the meal, the price of the meal. When you click on this button, it adds it to the basket. Here's a short name of the meal. If you click on it, it expands into a larger description. Here you have the distance of that meal, or should I say that restaurant, to you. And here are the social media buttons. As you can see, there's a letter A here, and that represents this meal is from letter A. As you'll see, each restaurant offers about 3 or less meals, so to show us that a set of meals are from the same restaurant, we'll use this letter coding. So in this image, I show you two other pages, two other views of the meal. So when you click on, as I explained, when you click on the I button, you see the description. When you click on this A button here, it shows you a description and an image of the restaurant itself, and if you click here, it shows you the map. It shows you your location to that restaurant, as well as the name of the restaurant, address, and telephone number here. And if you click this, it takes you back here, and if you click back here, it returns you back to the image of the restaurant, of the meal. So here on this page, you can see the whole flow process of that. And in some cases, people might want to see a larger image of the map, so there's an expand map view here. So let's jump straight in. Before I start, there are two main customers who would use the website. So it's customers who are at work during office hours, and customers who might be anywhere from home or might be commuting. And you'll see very soon why we differentiate these customers. And then on the other side, we have the restaurant backend. So once a customer comes to the site, this is what they see. They see a number of images of meals at different prices, and usually each 3 meals will be from the same restaurant. What they could do on this page is either order from anywhere, order lunch at work, or click to see their account. And they can obviously log in and register. The first step is people could enter their location. Once you enter your location and such, it orders all the meals in order of proximity to you, to up to an accuracy of 1 decimal place in miles. We only show up to 10 restaurants per search. That means, however, the 10 restaurants closest to you will be ordered here. You can then filter further by looking at restaurants that offer shared tables. So you can literally order a meal and walk in and share a table with strangers. You can select a time and you can flick through the times, and every time you click on one of these buttons, you skip to every 5 options of time slots. So you can select to collect a meal, to reserve a full private table to yourself, or get it delivered, and the time slots here. Or you could start off by clicking on the meals to add them to the menu, and then click to enjoy. Let me show you what a page looks like once you've clicked to enjoy, once you've clicked to add some meals. As you can see, the maximum number of meals you can add is 3, because restaurants offer a maximum of 3 meals, and you cannot order from multiple restaurants at the same time. So by just simply clicking these buttons here, you can add meals, and by clicking again, you can increase the number of the same meal. You can scroll through the meals, as you can see, and as I told you, if you click these smaller buttons here, you can see a full description of that specific meal. And if you click here, you can see the distance of that restaurant to you as on a map, as well as the name and address. And also, if you clicked again to slide across, you could see an image of the restaurant and a short description. So imagine these 3 meals were from the same restaurant. They will all have the same map, as well as distance to the restaurant. As well as the restaurant description. However, the description of the meal will be different for each of them, as there would normally be 3 meals. I understand that I've used the same images, but those will be different meal images. So, yep, as I explained, this is actually the right page. So if I've if I've put my location and put all the meals in order, and I could either add a meal and then choose the time I would like it to be ready and how I would like it served to me. Then I could just simply click to order here, or I can clear the basket. And doing that basically allows me to restart and put another order. You can only order from one restaurant at the same time. So that's a general description of how this page works. It doesn't matter the order in which you select either the collection or the time or the meal. So depending on the restaurant settings, these options change. If you clicked on an image of the meal itself, you would see the options the restaurant offers here. So you could just click through different meals to see what settings that restaurant offers. Yep, so let's go and see the work option, ordering at work. So if you're a new user, the difference between ordering at work and ordering anywhere is that when you order at work, what you do is you select the address and your company's name so that it's already a preset address to deliver to. And as you'll see, when getting delivered to work, there's no selection of time slots. All you have to do is select the right meals, and they'll be delivered to you because you've already preset your address, and we have fixed delivery time slots over lunch from 12 o'clock to 12:45. The latest order has to come at 11:30 for restaurants to be able to deliver it to your workplace. So as you can see, as a new user, you can either search for your company by postcode or by the name of your company, and if it's not in the list, you can click on a form to fill in some specific details of your company. As you can see, I've put a list down here. You fill those in and submit it, and automatically the name of your business is registered here. So the next time you come to order, you can go straight into ordering like this. So let's say you work at Microsoft offices and you've registered your company, or you found your company on the list and added it. You can just scroll through the days. So if today is a Tuesday, it shows you here. You can literally click to order meals for Tuesday, and the latest order will have to be made before 11:30. After that, this would change to order for tomorrow. You could see that in this case, the other difference is that you can order from multiple restaurants. I've written some more descriptions here for you to look into, and yes, so that really describes that part of that. You could flick through the different days. So I mentioned if it was Tuesday, you could choose for that day. If it's Thursday, the days that you're able to order on are always the next 5 days, and the day changes after 11:30. So on Tuesday after 11:30, you cannot order for that day. You can order for the next day and the following Tuesday. If it's still Tuesday and it's before 11:30, you can order for that Tuesday up to Monday. So that is always 5 days ahead of orders. If you've already ordered for a day, say today is Tuesday, I click on the drop down and I choose Thursday, and I had already ordered a meal, you can see what you've already ordered, and you could still add more meals. However, you can't edit the meal, and some of these descriptions are written here. Then let's go to the My Account tab. So you've seen that we've got Order Anywhere, Order at Work. On the My Account tab, you have things such as we give people bonuses for different activities, such as these, such as inviting a friend to join, adding us on Facebook, and so on and so forth. We haven't yet concluded the final design of what we're going to offer here, but this is the idea of what we want to achieve. So the bonuses page, as soon as you click on My Account, is what comes up first. Your image is here, depends on your Facebook account. So if you've linked your Facebook account, you'd see that. So as you collect bonuses, you could see that they're put down here. And obviously our system works on a top-up basis. So rather than pay each time you order a meal, you can top up a certain amount of money onto your account. Here, as you can see, that's the amount you have, and you can spend it, and that's separate to your bonuses. So here you could see there's a top-up button, and I'll show you how that works soon. So let's say I clicked on history. So on the history page, what happens is you see a list of the things you've done, or the time slots, and also you could see the meals so you could see the time and date you ordered this, and it was a collection. You can see the meals you ordered, and you can either give it a vote for thumbs up or vote for thumbs down for that meal. the idea is we want to get a rating for each meal at a restaurant. And then similarly, if you're, depending on your service, so if it was a collection or you're rating into the restaurant, you'll get to vote for that restaurant based on the restaurant quality itself, not the meal. And if it was delivery, you would get to vote just on how good the delivery service was it on time, and so forth. Okay, so then we go to the My Details page. Here it's just an opportunity to update your details, as you can see them here. And finally, we go to the top up page. So when you've clicked top up, all that means is you have an opportunity to basically, you can top up a minimum of £10, and we always charge a £1 fee. You can read the details here. Okay. On the mobile version, would like it to be, as we've said, we would like it to be a very responsive design. On the mobile native apps, the design would have to be just exactly as the website. And as you can see, the only difference is the meals come in one column. And the way the app works is that you could switch between an expanded view of the sidebar where you order all the meals, and that means the meals at the side here really shrink, so you can focus on this, and then you can switch views, and the sidebar is shrunk whilst the meals are larger, so you can see more detail. So this allows you to see all the information at the same time without compromising less information. Whilst these meals are small, you can at least get a snapshot of what the meal looks like. Similarly, if it was the landscape view, you would get, in this view, it would be half of the side would be a meal, half would be the ordering side. So there will also be a side that is for restaurants to log into, because restaurants have to set up their accounts. So just like customers, restaurants would have to register with us and set up their restaurant. To set up their restaurant account, they would have to fill in this information over here, and that's on the restaurant details tab. They then have to place their restaurant order settings. Now, there are a lot of questions here, and they're all drop-down selections. You can have a look at all of them. And one of the different things is, as I mentioned, when you're ordering from, if a customer is ordering from work, the way it works is our restaurants will be able to choose a location in which they deliver a radius of a 1 mile radius around. So if your company falls within the radius a restaurant places in here or here, so restaurant can put up to two locations they deliver to over the lunch period for businesses. And if your business falls in that location, that restaurant will appear as one of the options available to you. As you can see here, yep, this works for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday daytime. Yep, if you could look at this, it's all drop downs, and most of the information here will be pulled and used in the back end. You can see that when restaurants are setting up their meals, what they do is they put a full name of the meal here and a description here. Then they can upload the photo and crop it here. And here they get to see a final version of what the customer will look at. They can almost play with this. And they can always add another line of meals, and then they get a new line, and then can fill it in and see exactly the final product. And if they want a meal available for online viewers to see, they just have to check this box and it will be activated online. And so that means they could actually have about 15 meals, let's say, in their album, but a maximum of 3 can be selected at one time for customers to be able to order them. Finally, there's this page here, which is all to do with, not finally, but almost finally, restaurants want to know the summary of what the business have done, so they can put the start date and end date, click go, get a summary of all the meals they've ordered, the types of services they've ordered, and they could print that out, as well as the amount of money they've received for that. Similarly, they can see a detailed invoice that gives them date and time of different orders. Finally, it's how do the restaurants receive an order. We want to design this page specifically for tablets, because we want our orders to be received through tablets. As you can see, these are all the different orders that have come through a restaurant. It's very simply designed, and we want there to actually be a possibility for the restaurant owner who has the account details for the whole restaurant to set up user accounts that allow people to just be able to log into either a web link or web app that just has the order details come through, so they can. It means all the bank details of the restaurants are secure, but they've got a sort of admin power to create a file, an account allowing employees to sign in and sell and manage orders. So orders come through from customers. As you can see, the time slots are here. We prioritize delivery because delivery restaurants need to be aware of them about, say, an hour in advance. As you can see here, we've color coded delivery to be red, and as you see, usually the time goes in goes in actual order of the day. But as you see here, we've got a meal at 1:30, and yet it comes ahead of a meal that's at 12:45. That's because we always put meals that are being delivered as if they're 1 hour ahead. So this is actually being delivered at 1:30, but it's treated as if it's a meal that's being shown that's needed for 12:30. So the restaurant owner is able to see this meal an hour in advance and be reminded that they need to have it ready. So all they have to do is they have to slide this with their finger once they've dispatched a meal across. This is what it would look like for business deliveries at lunchtime. This is what it would look like for an individual order. Somebody saying maybe deliver to my address. And this shows you this is a known table, the name of the customer, the type of service they've ordered for, and the meals, and the time that they need it for. And as soon as a customer has been served, by sliding this across, that meal disappears and it goes into the history page. One thing I haven't built into this is that for this mobile tablet app, there's the restaurateur can actually click a button and see the history orders on the same day. Because remember, our system at 12 a.m. the system refreshes and new orders start for the next day. You can only order, apart from when you're ordering at work, you can only order for the same day. So I cannot order today. If I'm a normal customer, I cannot order today for delivery tomorrow. So just in case a restaurant's made a mistake and clicked a meal as if it's already been delivered, what they can do is go and look at the history and unclick it back by swiping in this other direction. So that is really the general explanation of how the whole system really sits together. Any other questions we can clarify, and yes, thank you.